Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Captify Consulting Investor Relations team, I welcome you all to the H1 FY26 post-earnings conference call of Inflame Appliances Limited. Today on the call from the management, we have with us Mr. Amit Kaushik, CEO. As a disclaimer, I would like to inform all of you that this call may contain forward-looking statements, which may involve risk and uncertainties. Also, a reminder that this call is being recorded. I would now request the management to detail us about the business performance highlights for the period ended September 2025, the growth plan and vision for the coming year, post which we will open the floor for Q&A. Over to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I would like to thank each one of you for trusting in us and giving us this opportunity to take this company forward on the plans and visions we have for this company. On behalf of Inflame, I would like to give this information to all our investors. That company has registered a growth of over 40% in the first half of this year, and registering a remarkable profit after tax as compared to the last years of operations. We will continue this momentum of H1 in H2 also and target a better result for this financial year. As far as our consumption of raw material and gross profits are concerned, gross profits over consumption of raw material are concerned, they have already reached to the level of our expectations. We had targeted about 28 to 30% of gross margins, which we have already almost started achieving from this financial year. We have almost achieved 22,000 numbers in Panchkula plant. Hyderabad plant has also started giving very good results, where we are dealing with the premier customers like Crompton and IFB and CAF, also doing special products from there, such as built-in refrigerators, wine coolers, and built-in ovens. Very shortly, we would be coming out with 2-3 more products, which are again going to be the first in India in terms of manufacturing. Presently, they are all imported from China. However, the names of the products cannot be revealed as of now, as it has not been made. The statement for the same has not been made as yet. However, in next 2-3 months, 2-3 new products would also come up. With the BIS implementation on hobs is round the corner, and it is going to be compulsory for manufacturers to have BIS license for hobs also. We assume in the next financial year, hobs is also going to contribute majorly in our growth and increase in revenue. For the next financial year, at least from the Hyderabad plant, we are planning a capacity increase, for which we have to increase the land space, the working sheds. And one of the sheds which we already have is being converted into a multi-story building. And the details of the same has already been notified to everyone through a disclosure on the exchange. All in all, the productivity in the plant has improved. The rejections and efficiency levels of the product and the productions have increased. The rejections have been lowered. We have done a couple of small joint ventures with some of the companies and some of the people who are specialized in their activities, for creating more components, for getting more components at more effective price, better quality, because this is their specialization. So we have given the operations to them. However, the company holds a majority stake, so that we control the operations of those companies through strategic involvement and financial involvement. And we hope the next financial year is going to be again a bumper and very beneficial from the growth point of view. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. All those who wish to ask a question may use the option of raise hand. and we'll invite you to ask the question. In case you're unable to do that, you may drop a message in chat and we'll call you to ask the question. So we'll take the first question from Bala Murli Krishna. Please go ahead. Bala, we are unable to hear you. I would request if you can check your mic. We'll, in the meanwhile, ask Mr. Sheikh Ahmed to go ahead and ask his questions.
Mr. Sheikh, you can unmute yourself.
Hello,
Hello, yes, Sheikh.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear you.
Sir, just I have a few questions. It's very good to hear, first of all, that that means company started doing the profit. It has been a tough time for all of us since last 2 years. We were having some issues were coming every quarter. Now, what is the capacity utilization in Hyderabad plant?
The Hyderabad plant is almost doing 50% now, whereas the Panchkula plant is almost at its peak.
Okay. And the capacity which you just told that you are going to additionally add in the same plot, but with, I think, multi-story building. Is it also for the same hobs and flames, or is it for different thing?
So this is going to be one floor is going to be for the existing products. However, the second floor is being added for the built-in series, basically built-in ovens, built-in um, uh, wine coolers, and all those products, for which we have already started working from Hyderabad plant.
So the existing capacity cannot fulfill the requirement of these wine coolers and other new items which you are planning to get it, correct?
Yeah, actually, Sheikh Saab, all our products which we are dealing in, except for the hobs, are very volumetric products. While designing the first plant and even the second plant, uh, we kind of overlooked that particular point. But now we need a lot of space for FGs. Also, we need a lot of space for FG because we are dealing with multiple OEMs, and to keep that material separately for each OEM and the number of models they have to maintain that type of storage system, we realized later on that we should have a better place for keeping their finished goods. So it is not only about manufacturing or assembling the products, it is also about keeping the FG intact. Sometimes a customer gives us a loading plan for Chennai, for Cochin, for Bangalore, Kolkata, and say Gurgaon plant. So earlier we were sending material to only one location. Now we are sending 3, 4, 5 locations. So to keep the material for 5 locations until the container is not available or the load is not complete, you need to stock that material. So there are a lot of things which have come up off late as the quantum and the numbers are going up. So we need to update, we need to modify our own systems also to cater to those requirements.
Okay, noted, sir. So, what will be the capex amount for this new construction approximately, and how it is going to be funded?
The capex for the construction alone is one part, but when we are going to the new premises, and this plant is already 7, 8 years old, we also need to improvise upon the assembly lines. We need to add on new assembly lines also for the new products. The test labs would also be modified with the present day requirement for testing. Earlier, a lot of products were coming from China, premium products were coming from China. So we need to now replace them completely. So we need to replace a lot of other infrastructural things also, which are incomparable to Chinese suppliers. So looking at everything, we assume that the total capex for this project could be 9 to 10 crore rupees.
And how it is going to be funded? It is going to debt or internal
Yeah,
accrual?
we are going for a debt with the bank. Debt has already been sanctioned, and the construction has already started.
This is in Panchakula or in Hyderabad, sir?
This will be in Panchkula, sir.
In Hyderabad, we don't need to do any additional modifications for the finished goods and other things.
No, we do need there also, but every plant cannot be touched upon immediately. We would like to first reach our capacity utilization there, which is 18-20,000 chimneys a month, or even slightly more. So first we achieve that. After that, we will see what to do in the Hyderabad plant. So as of today, because we have achieved our targets of production in Panchkula plant, uh, we want to expand it to 35-40,000 per month of installed capacity so that we are able to do 35,000, 33,000 from this plant at least.
Okay, sir, one more question. Does this extension in Panchakula, does it leads to any shutdown in the existing plant, or it will not be having any impact on that one?
No, sir, we cannot afford to shut down our plant even for a day. We
Okay,
are designing it in a way that the production continues, and we are using some empty spaces and some warehousing spaces to convert it into multi-story. And for that purpose, we have taken some temporary rental premises outside our factory to store those material. So once this project is complete, which we are targeting anyway by 31st of March, so that from 1st of April, the new premises is completely in use, we will shift back that material to the plant.
okay. Sir, at the end for the guidance, do you like to give any guidance in terms of top line and bottom line? And how are you seeing the momentum now in the second half? Just 1 month, 1.5 month completed. How are you seeing the trend now?
So the momentum is maintained. As such, the Q1 and Q2 were 1:2 ratio in the H1 also. Similarly, after Diwali, some period is lean period, which has already gone. Now the production is full swing, and the momentum of H1 will be continued in H2 also, sir.
What about that means this PAT is it sustainable in the coming quarters also, sir?
Yes, sir. It does look like it is sustainable.
Okay, sir. Okay, Mr. Amit, thanks for your answerings. That's all from my end.
Thank you,
Thank
Sheikh, sir.
you. Thank you. We'll take the next question from Risha Mehta. Risha, you can go ahead.
Yeah, thank you. One is, I think, just a clarification on the capacity utilization. While you said that the Panchakula plant is fully utilized and Hyderabad plant is at 50% capacity utilization, but if I look at your presentation, it says that the exit run rate for chimneys for both plants put together is 30,000 units per month, which actually and if I look at it from an annualized perspective, that translates to 3.6 lakhs units versus our capacity being at 6 lakh units for chimneys, which is a 60% capacity utilization. So, can you please clarify on this?
Yeah, actually, the run rate is in excess of 30,000, wherein Hyderabad plant is doing about 50%, contributing about 50%. So I'm talking about the run rate as on today, what we are doing in a particular month. And Panchkula plant has already done 22,000 chimneys in a month. So We hope by the time new facility will come up, we would have touched about 23,000, 24,000 from the Panchkula unit also. And so it's from our side, it's almost utilization of capacity, and 100% capacity in manufacturing utilization is very, very challenging, Resha ma'am. Sometimes there are minor or major issues in manufacturing which stops or halt the production process. However, having said that, Panchkula has already gone beyond 90%, and from that standard, Hyderabad has also gone beyond 50%, almost 50% we have touched. And we hope another few months down the line, 5-6 months down the line, Hyderabad would also achieve 80-90%.
All right, all right. And for this BIS certification, if you can just clarify that, so now both our facilities have BIS certification for all the products that we manufacture, right?
Of course, without BIS certifications, we cannot undertake any manufacturing process for any product which is covered by BIS for certification. And there are about 4-5 different type of certifications we have taken for Panchkula plant as well as for Hyderabad plant. In total, I think about, if I'm not mistaken, it's about 9 BIS certifications in both the plants we have taken. For example, glass qualifies for BIS certification. So both the plants have glass processing facility which covers under BIS certification. So we have that. Then chimneys have a different BIS. So 1+1, 2 for chimney. Hobs and gas stoves is one category. So 1+1, 2 for that. Then you have also have to get BIS for refrigerating units like built-in refrigerator and wine cooler. So we have for them also. So likewise, we have got many BIS things. For OTG also, you have BIS certification required. So we have got for OTG also.
Understood. And so since chimneys is our major product, right? And so just purely for now restricting the conversation to chimneys, and this was largely imported from China. So are there any Chinese factories, which have actually got BIS certifications? And also, how many other local players or our competitors, would have received BIS certification? Some sense on that would be helpful.
See, after 6 months, if Chinese suppliers have BIS certification, it really doesn't matter at that moment of time because it would be difficult for the Chinese manufacturers to enter Indian market. There are multiple reasons for this. The foremost and the biggest reason is the cash flows. When you deal with the Chinese suppliers, you have to give 3-4 months in advance a plan to them, and then you need to keep 3 to 4 months of inventories for their products. So overall, you're not able to rotate your investment more than 3.5 times in a year. And then there are a lot of models which before they enter Indian market, their trend goes away, fades away, and a lot of companies have a lot of products which are imported from China, which are not selling, slow moving or dead moving. So the companies have realized, at least their financial teams have realized that the core strength of Indian companies is not only the pricing, it's not only the cost of it, but it is the financial implication imports are putting on their system. So this is one very, very, very important thing which is in favor of Indian suppliers. Number two, almost 1.5 years have already been given to Indian manufacturers post implementation of BIS for us to understand. And we started much before that. We thought much before that someday these products would be completely Indian products. We have the base for suppliers who are supplying material components to us in India. It's not that some of the components that we are buying from China, we are dependent upon them right now. Our dependency upon China for any component is not there. It's only the price factor that we are buying from them. We have developed alternatively these components from reputed Indian suppliers. For example, some of our products which we are buying from China have already been developed for us by a company called IFB. Now, uses of those products with those price implication is correct or not correct is a strategic decision which management of Inflame has to take. But the products have qualified for the uses in Indian market. So tomorrow, if we have a competition with China, then all these things will matter. 1.5, 2 years back, people were buying because it was convenient to buy from China and the support industry and the components were not available in India. But now the case has changed. Our product quality have gone up. Our manpower has learned how to manufacture chimneys. We have people who are trained on these product lines now. So now we are in a very, very comfortable and good position to compete Chinese suppliers. And unless they come and set up their units in India and work under Indian circumstances, wherein they do not have any, much of experience. I'm not talking about companies like Haier, who are very big organizations in China and in India also. But a normal company like Inflame's, level of operation in China, if they have to come and manage Indian manpower and Indian systems, it is not easy for them also to come and do it. So I think Indian manufacturers, including us, are in a much commanding and better compete with them in today's scenario, today's situation. Yes, 2 years back it was difficult, but not anymore. So
Right, but
basically,
as
we are not worried about their threat anymore.
no, which is fair, but as things I mean, my understanding of BIS is that completely knocked down units or semi knocked down units still are outside the purview of BIS. And also, as things stand today, are Chinese factories getting BIS approvals?
No, as of now, none of the Chinese suppliers have got it. And CKD and SKD in products doesn't work, ma'am. It is good on paper, but when you have to actually go, for example, somebody has got the bodies from China, motors from China, but when it comes to adding a glass to it, they have a lot of problems. They brought 5,000 pieces, but they could not convert 3,000 also in 3 months. I have got an example of a very big company. So what will they do? Ultimately, they will find a company like Inflame who can supply them goods. So they are not easy things to do. And as I said, glass is covered under BI, so you cannot get a product in CKD form from China with a glass fitted to it. Glass you have to source from India only. Cable and cord you have to source from India only because this is also covered under BIS. Shortly, if motors also get covered by BIS, what will you do from China? What will you bring from China? Only body part. So it will not be viable for you to get it from there because India has a lot of maturity in supplying steel metal, sheet metal parts. We have such a huge automobile manufacturing in India. So a lot of people are doing sheet metal. How can we keep getting sheet metal from China with when the same is also available in India? So, another 6 months down the line, this SKD, CKD business will be finished. Already it's on decline, ma'am. In last 6 months, people are tired to do it anymore.
Yeah, and since the 16 lakh, chimneys are imported from China majorly currently. So, in terms of number of units, volumes, like what would be the Indian market size for chimneys? And if let's say some part of it is being sourced from India. So, apart from us, are there any other major local Indian players, who are doing this?
Yes, there are people who are doing it in CKD and SKD format right now for different companies, but they are not cannot be considered as of now in real terms the manufacturers except for the big three, um, which are already in manufacturing since last over a decade or so, almost 2 decades now. So if we do not count them into the fray, then there are very few people who are doing it as a complete product here. Yes, there are people who are getting SKD, CKD from China and they are trying to convert it in India. They might get into complete manufacturing in time to come. That could be a stage 2 for them after 6 months, 1 year. But as the market size is increasing day by day, the demands are increasing day by day. All these people, all these companies are required to to meet the Indian market, and they are just going to replace the Chinese suppliers. So the competition or the supplies which were coming from China would be met by Indian manufacturers, including Inflame.
Sorry, so my question actually
Risha,
specifically.
Risha, I'll have to request you to come back in queue. We have a lot of participants. Yeah. I'll request all participants to limit in the initial round to 2 questions. Abhishek, you may go ahead with your questions. Abhishek Agarwal.
Sure. Thank you for giving me that opportunity, and congratulations on great set of numbers now. Finally, things seem to be turning for us now after a couple of years. So my first question being, sir, a few quarters back we were faced with Chinese dumping, and then despite having good relations with some of the Indian customers like Havells and Hindware and of this kind, we were faced with Chinese competition, and then we were unable to sell our products to the extent we would have hoped. So I know things have changed now, and so how sticky can these relations going on forward be for us? And then what gives us the confidence that we'll be able to grab that share, and then we're targeting to grab 40% of market share going forward 5 years down the line. So what gives us that confidence, and how sticky is our relationship with our customers?
Thank you, Abhishek, for this question. Actually, you see, the biggest positive with Inflame is that they are in the market for last 7-8 years, and we have already performed. Our products have performed. A chimney is a typical product wherein 8 to 10 years or 12 years of warranties are given in terms of lifetime warranty and this and that. And lifetime warranties are sometimes 7 years or 8 years or 10 years also on motors. So no customer of Hindware or CAF or Havel status would go to the market with a product which is not tested enough for a longer period of time. Fortunately for us, when Chinese suppliers were flooding the Indian markets, we were given small shares of orders, maybe 5%, somewhere 10%, somewhere 20% of their total consumption. And they tested us over a period of 6, 7, 8 years. They have tested our facilities, our products, our quality of our components, including motors and PCBs and switches. So we have a proven track record. Anyone who comes into the manufacturing today, they have to travel those 3, 4, 5 years. And another 2, 3 years down the line, we would still be a much bigger force in kitchen appliances segment in terms of manufacturing. So it is easy. It is not easy for anyone to get into this trade overnight and surpass Inflame or take our share. Market is ever growing. If we have to do 60,000, for example, 60,000 chimneys a month, I don't think it is very big challenge for us. It would be a challenge for other companies to come to 30, 40,000 level. But for Inflame to get going and achieving that number would not be a big challenge. I'm just giving a hypothetical number. And the clients we are catering to now is Crompton, IFB, Wonderchef, CAF, Live Pure, Hindware, Sunflame, V-Guard, Havells. All these customers under one roof cannot sustain if your products are not good, if your qualities are not doing good in the market, complaint ratios are higher, or you do not have trendy products. And the biggest of all is our innovative capabilities. We have innovated a lot of new products. And let me give this information here that we are working on a next-gen chimney for which the prototype would be ready within December itself. And 9 out of 10 times chances are there that this product would be a very huge hit. It has not been given by Chinese suppliers also until now. So we are bringing a revolutionary product which will be introduced to our customers for testing in December. And every customer knows that if you want a new product, if you want an innovative product, if you want a new design, it is only Inflame which is capable of doing it right now by virtue of our experience and the design and technical team we have at this moment. So I don't think any customer will run away from us. the share might go up and down, but all these customers are going to stick with us.
Sure, that helps. Great to hear that. My second question being, sir, the products that we're talking about, 2, 3 products that we're going to launch. I know you'll not be able to divulge much of details, but if you can just share us what kind of timeline are we looking at, for the launch of these products, and also how big are these products in terms of technology or market size? If you can just throw some light on that.
So the products are being launched from two point of views. As we have all understood that chimney is going to be our bread and butter, it is going to be our major product. The most of the revenues are going to come from it. The percentage would definitely go down subsequently in years to come. For example, it could go down from 80-85% to 60%, 55%, and other products are going to take the rest of the share. However, the major reason for doing all these products is to de-risk our business opportunities, business deals with these customers. For example, a customer has all their imported products with us. Now, where do they run away with the chimneys? If they have to survive for their present other lines of products which we are doing for them, which includes hobs, which includes, for example, built-in refrigerators and wine coolers, which nobody else is doing for them, and nobody is capable also, because we have invested 1.5 years in setting up these things, including taking of BIS license, which alone took us 4 to 5 months to get certified by BIS. So it's not easy task for anyone to just enter with those numbers and get into the market. And for us, what is important is that the chimney business with them has increased from 3,000 per month to about 7,500, 8,000 per month. So chimney business is secured because we are doing those products also. So sometimes it is a strategical decision also, not just the volume and the size of the market.
Sure, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for that, and wish you all the very best.
Thank you, sir.
We'll take the next question from Pritesh Chheda. Pritesh, you can go ahead, please.
Namaste, Pritesh bhai.
Namaste, sir. Sir, just a few questions. So, when you started H1 of this year, what kind of order visibility on a quarterly or a monthly, whichever you're comfortable with, in volume numbers did you start with? And when you are in H2, what kind of order visibility or quarterly, monthly, whatever you're comfortable in volume number, are you starting with? So that we
Pritesh
understand.
bhai,
Yeah.
I think this issue we discussed before also. April was 14,000-15,000 only, and last month was more than 32,000. As far
Okay.
as the orders are concerned, April was about 17,000-18,000 numbers of orders, and last month was about 45,000 orders.
Last month means October.
Yeah, September. October, Diwali only we were working till 16th, 17th because of Diwali. उसके बाद तो फिर सप्लाईज जो है बिल्कुल सॉफ्ट हो गई थी, 5-6 दिन के लिए प्लांट भी प्रीतेश भाई बंद था. तो आपको मालूम ही है कि दिवाली के बाद वाला महीने में तो कुछ बहुत ज्यादा काम होता नहीं है, बट नवंबर इज गुड. November will again be over 30,000, and the order for November in both the plants is also 38-39,000.
So I'll just reconfirm. You started April with 14,000, and then as you headed in September, you had visibility for 42,000. And now when you are in November, you are starting with a visibility of 38 to 40,000. Barabar, sir?
Correct, Pritesh bhai. And
Okay.
we will be achieving about 32,000. This is the present run rate, which we continued in July also, August also, September also. In fact, every month we have been consolidating the number.
So basically now the run rate that we see as of now is about 30 to 32,000 on an average basis.
Correct, Pritesh bhai. बिल्कुल सही बोल रहे हैं.
Okay. Now, when you are talking about adding another 15,000 unit capacity in Panchakula, is it that we are now sure that this capacity of 40,000, which is basically Panchakula plus Hyderabad, put together is kind of have a reasonable visibility of being sold out, and hence we are adding this 15,000, or this
Pritesh bhai,
15,000?
हाँ प्रीतेश भाई, अभी क्या हो रहा है, जैसे परसों वन कस्टमर केम एंड दे सेड वी वांट 7-8,000 फ्रॉम अप्रैल ऑनवर्ड्स फ्रॉम यू. Another team is here today and they also wanted 7-8,000 pieces per month from April onwards from us. पर हमने सबको बोल दिया है कि हमारा कैपेसिटी का यहाँ पर जो भी कंस्ट्रेंट है, हम अभी तो आपको मार्च तक इससे ज़्यादा नहीं दे पाएंगे. और हेवल्स का भी ऑर्डर्स जो है वो बहुत ज़्यादा है, बट वी आर नॉट एबल टू एक्सेप्ट दोज ऑर्डर्स. सेम इज द केस विद हिंदवेयर. हमने हिंदवेयर को पहले मंथ ऑन मंथ 10,000 पीसेस दिए, अभी 6-7,000 से ज़्यादा नहीं जा पा रहा है उनका. तो हमको ऐसा लगता है कि यहाँ पर हम अगर हम 30-35,000 प्लान करें तो हमको ऑर्डर्स का जो विजिबिलिटी है वो दिख रहा है. बैरिंग 2 months इन अ ईयर विच वी डोंट काउंट. वो अप्रैल और दिवाली के बाद वाले महीने में थोड़ा प्रॉब्लम होता है. बाकी 10 महीने में तो ये 35-40-45,000 का नंबर दिखता है. द हाइएस्ट ऑर्डर्स फॉर ए पर्टिकुलर मंथ वी हैड वर 60,000 इन फैक्ट. मतलब हमारा ऑर्डर बुक जो है किसी महीने में 60,000 तक भी प्रीतेश भाई चला गया है. पर हम टारगेट ही 30-32-33 कर रहे हैं. और अभी ये नया सेटअप इसलिए भी जरूरी पड़ रहा है क्योंकि बिल्ट इन का बहुत हैवी डिमांड आ गया है. मतलब अभी हेवल्स इज बिहाइंड अस. अभी आज जो कस्टमर आए उनको बिल्ट इन चाहिए, जो परसों कस्टमर आए थे उनको बिल्ट इन चाहिए. तो एवरीवन वांट्स बिल्ट इन. अब बिल्ट इन भी चाइना से सबको समझ आ गया कि बिल्ट इन इज आल्सो नॉट पॉसिबल टू इम्पोर्ट्स इन दोज नंबर्स एंड क्वांटम्स जैसे पहले कर रहे थे. तो बिल्ट इन के लिए भी इंडिया में चाहिए. आज की तारीख में हमारे अलावा किसी का प्रिपेयर्डनेस है नहीं प्रीतेश भाई. चाहे आप कैसे भी समझे, 100 पीस किए, 500 किए, 200 किए, कम से कम इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर सेटअप हो गया है. हमने 3-4 बार माल बनाकर दे दिए, 100 पीस दिए, 70 दिए, मगर वो प्रोसेस चालू हो गया. प्रोसेस में 3-4 बार मटेरियल बन के चला गया, उसमें जो छोटा मोटा इश्यूज थे वो सारे सॉर्ट आउट हो गए हैं. लड़कों को ट्रेनिंग मिल गया. वी हैव सेंट पीपल टू चाइना टू लर्न एंड अंडरस्टैंड. वो भी आ गए वापस. तो वी आर इन ए मच फॉरवर्ड पोजीशन एज फार एज बिल्ट इन इज कंसर्न टू सप्लाई इन इंडिया.
Okay. So just lastly, to conclude, what I understand from the conversation is basically in H2, we will see barring October, which is being the month, barring October, we will see about 30, 32, 35,000 type run rate in H2. So, which is closer to, let's say, 1,70,000, 1,80,000 units versus 130, 140 that we did in H1. And then when we go next year, we are comfortable at about 4 lakh units. I'm just assuming that you do about 40,000 units for 10 months because as you said, April is a month which is lean, and post Diwali is a month which is lean. So is this correct in our assessment?
करेक्ट प्रीतेश भाई. एंड आई थिंक अगेन आप एक बात बोले थे मेरे को कि अब अगर ऑर्डर है और नहीं परफॉर्म करोगे, नहीं बनकर जाएगा तो फिर कुछ प्रॉब्लम है. So I remember Pritesh bhai, and I had no words to say that on that day. It was actually circumstantial. I am sorry to everyone for not being able to perform in the past, but it was all circumstantial. It was never from our side. पर अब वो situation है कि we will perform. I can only assure you from here onwards you won't have to complain again for anything.
Okay. So over and above this 4 lakh, now what we are seeing is visibility is improving for the hops business as and when it fructifies, and visibility improving for built-in business as and when it fructifies and materializes. Correct?
Correct, Pritesh bhai. I'll be back from China. I'm going for the new products on 1st of December. I'll be back from China on 8th or 9th. By 10th or between 10th and 15th, I'll give a disclosure after finalizing with the Chinese suppliers.
So these are new products. What with
These are
respect
new
to
products,
hops,
correct.
this is over and
No,
above hops,
over and above hops, correct.
over and above hops, over and above the identified built-ins, right?
Correct.
Okay.
And
At
Hobbs
least
also, we are not following the CKD SKD route in Hobbs also. We are on a different platform and different strategy, which cannot be disclosed, of course, for the
Correct.
secrecy point of view. But knowing us, you can only understand that it is not the normal route we are taking in Hobbs also. We want to, today, if I bring CKD SKD Hob, I am not able to give it to my customer for less than 120% price. Because Chinese suppliers are not reducing the price. They're just removing the price of a particular component which we are not buying. For example, glass in this case. However, when I'm talking about we are taking a different route, we are targeting the 100 rupee product should reach customer at 98 rupees. So that much of difference we want to create for other people who want to bring CKD, SKD, and they become completely out of viability for any buyer to buy.
But have you got the order visibility in Hop and built-in, or you are going to get the order
So
visibility in
we
Hop?
are already doing for Havells, even if the quantum is small today, we don't assume
नहीं,
that
over and above,
Havells will.
over and
हाँ
above,
हाँ
sir,
है
over
सर,
and
कैफ
above
का
that.
और सर कैफ का और उनका तो ऑर्डर का विजिबिलिटी है सर. और अभी तो
Okay.
बहुत रिसेंटली सर 2 कस्टमर्स आए थे. दे आर पुशिंग अस इवन टू स्टार्ट डूइंग अगेन हॉट टॉप, which is a cooktop, which
Okay.
we stopped 4 years, 5 years back. So they have insisted to start supplying 3,000-4,000 pieces a month to them.
Okay.
तो
So
अब हम
basically next year we see chimney also, and most likely next year we see chimney for sure, that 4 lakh, but we also see some volume ramp up on hops.
करेक्ट, बिल्कुल सही है सर. So next year chimney percentage of chimney revenue from chimney sale will drastically drop down.
Oh,
Whereas it will
okay.
be a real increase in terms of value, but in terms of percentage, it is going to be dropping down substantially.
And when will this 15,000 Panchakula per month unit operational? The expanded capacity will
First
become
of April,
operational?
sir, we will shift to the new premises on 1st of April.
Okay.
It is under some government approvals,
Okay.
files are lying under government approvals. We hope 2 weeks everything will be sorted out and we'll be on our way to construct.
So when you're saying that chimney revenue as a percentage drops down, which means then you are now looking at a much higher number than the 200 crore number, because the 4 lakh units into 5,200 crores is the chimney business. And when you say percentage will drop down, which means now you're gunning for a much higher number than 200 crores in FY27.
We always had good plans,
Okay.
Pritesh
Okay.
bhai,
And
but
sir,
always
lastly, the
failed.
cost.
So
No
this
problem.
time,
This time,
kindly
this
allow us
time,
to perform and speak.
this time. And the other thing is the costs, have they stabilized for you? So now I hope there is no moving parts in the cost.
Sir, cost of material has come down to 70.2% of raw material consumption, Pritesh bhai. And didn't I tell you 30% is my target? And
Correct.
always calculate it on 28%.
Okay. ठीक है sir. ठीक है. Thank you, sir, and all the best to you, sir.
Thank you,
All the
Pritesh
best.
bhai. Thank you.
Thank you
Thanks,
very much, sir.
Pritesh.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Pritesh.
Thank you.
We'll take the next question from Karan Singh. Karan, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity and great set of numbers, Amit ji.
Thank you,
Actually, I
Karan sir.
thank you. Currently, our PAT margin is around 4.5, right? And what are we targeting for in the next 2-3 years? What kind of revenues and PAT margins can we expect in the next 2-3 years?
करण भाई, ये तो मैं पैट मार्जिन पे तो नहीं कुछ भी कह सकता हूँ. आई थिंक इट इज नॉट अप्रोप्रिएट इफ वी डिस्कस पैट. Neither it is appropriate if I give any number for revenue target. But as far as the business plan is concerned, I have already explained in details. And you can very well calculate at your own what sort of growth we are looking forward to. And the time has come, actually. It has just started. और आप अब अगले हर 6 महीने में 3 महीने में आप परफॉर्मेंस देखेंगे. And I am sure you will all be satisfied with the numbers and the growth.
That's great. और अभी मार्केट शेयर हमारा रफली लाइक 2022 में 10% था. अभी करंटली कितना मार्केट शेयर होगा हमारा?
I think we are quite capable of reaching in excess of 30% in the next couple of years. We are in a good driving situation. We are good position. The momentum is created. The customers are coming, and we are responding well in time. We have taken this call of expanding here without reaching. तो मतलब 5-10% का स्कोप तो अभी भी था, but still we have started and taken this call. I think we are very progressive in nature. We don't sit home thinking that we have achieved something. we always think we are learning. We have to go a long way ahead. और अच्छा growth, अच्छे numbers के लिए we are striving. और market का ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा हम लोग कर पाएंगे, penetration कर पाएंगे, वो मुझे लग रहा है.
सर पहले की पीपीटी में हमने मेंशन किया था कि हम गुजरात में भी कोई नया प्लांट लगाने का सोच रहे हैं एक्सपोर्ट के लिए, उसका कोई अपडेट है या कोई फ्यूचर
अभी
प्लान
एक
या
तो
कुछ?
एक्सपेंशन हमने पंचकुला ही कर दिया. पहले सोच रहे थे कि ऐसे ही 4 लगाएंगे. वो
ओके।
पंचकुला में कर दिया है क्योंकि यहाँ पर ग्लास प्लांट अभी बहुत अच्छे से रिस्पॉन्ड कर रहा है. और जो काम हमको गुजरात में करना है बेसिकली फॉर एक्सपोर्ट्स, तो हम एक्सपोर्ट करना चाहते हैं. मगर ये बीआईएस के बाद इंडियन मार्केट इतना बड़ा ओपन अप हो गया है कि हमको लगता है कि एक बार हम एक बहुत साइजेबल, मतलब इफ आई से द प्रेजेंट नंबर इज जस्ट द बिगिनिंग. अगर हम एक साइजेबल नंबर इधर ले लें और उसके बाद फिर एक्सपोर्ट की तरफ कैपेक्स डालें, उधर जाके 35-40 करोड़ डाल के जो काम होने वाला है उधर 10-15 करोड़ में इधर से ही पूरा करें एक बार, और इंडियन मार्केट को एक बार स्नैच करें. तो दोनों जगह एट ए टाइम करना, 30% 40% इंडियन मार्केट में भी पेनिट्रेशन करें और थोड़ा सा टेंशन बाहर भी डालें, तो शायद थोड़ा ज़्यादा चैलेंजिंग हो जाएगा ऐसा लगता है मैनेजमेंट को. तो मैनेजमेंट वांट्स टू कंसोलिडेट पंचकुला प्लांट एंड देन हैदराबाद प्लांट एंड टेक इट टू द मैक्सिमम numbers and then look for the third plant.
और एक चीज मैं और जानना चाहता हूँ, मैंने एज अ लाइक मे बी पर्सन हु इज ट्राइंग टू अंडरस्टैंड बीआईएस, ये बीआईएस के बाद आपके हिसाब से इंडियन मार्केट में जो लोकल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग की डिमांड है और कितनी बढ़ सकती है, माने इसके
सर जितना
इम्प्लीकेशन कैसे हैं?
जितना कंजम्पशन इंडियन मार्केट में होगा उतना सारे इंडियन मार्केट में ही बढ़ेगा सर. जैसे गैस स्टोव है सर, वो पूरा इंडियन, 1.5 करोड़ का गैस स्टोव का साल का मार्केट है, पूरा इंडियन मैन्युफैक्चरर्स फीड करते हैं. तो वैसे ही सर चिमनीज भी जो है 20 लाख लगे, 25 लाख लगे, वो सब इंडियंस को ही फीड करना है, मतलब इंडियन कंपनीज ही देंगी सर.
जी। और एक
और सर
लास्ट
ये,
क्वेश्चन।
हाँ
जी जी,
हाँ
हाँ
सर,
जी, हाँ जी, बोलिए 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 आप।
नहीं आप पूछिए सर.
जैसे हमारा ईबिटा मार्जिन राइट नाउ 12% के रफली पास में है, हम मार्जिन्स को इम्प्रूव करने के लिए क्या नए कोशिश कर रहे हैं, लाइक
सर ये
कैसे हम
वॉल्यूम
इसको और
गेम है सर,
बेटर कर
जैसे
सकते
जैसे
हैं?
क्वांटम बढ़ेगा सर, एबिटा मार्जिन्स बढ़ते चले जाएंगे. अगर आप देखें टिपिकली सर, लास्ट ईयर में सर हमारा जो मैन पावर कॉस्ट था वो करीबन 14% के करीब था, विच हैज कम डाउन टू अबाउट आई थिंक 10-11% दिस ईयर. तो आप यू विल फाइंड सर, एज एंड व्हेन वी विल go for higher volumes, EBITDA margins will be directly you know affected. पॉजिटिव आएगा उसमें सर.
ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच. आई होप
Uh,
वी डू ग्रेट. थैंक यू.
थैंक यू सर.
Thank you, sir. So we'll take one question from chat from Ravi S. He's asking, where do you see Inflame in terms of revenue and profitability in FY28? Do you see us reaching 400, 500 crores top line?
So we are looking to, from here onwards, sir, we are looking for the same growth rate what we had, uh, uh, we had a vision of achieving 50% year on year, and I think the time has come that we should be achieving it year after year for next 3-4 years.
So thank you. We'll take the next question from Raja Panda. Please go ahead.
We are not able to hear you, Raja. We'll proceed to the next participant, Kaushal Maru. Kaushal, please go ahead.
Thank you for the opportunity. So Hyderabad plant, what kind of EBITDA margins are we now in H1? When do you expect it to reach that 15% margin which Panchkula was making?
Sir, Hyderabad has already picked up momentum. Every month we are doing better. और मुझे लगता है सर अप्रैल मई तक both the plants should be operational on the same level of margins, profitability. As such, Hyderabad is doing very premium products, so their ASP is also higher than Panchkula plant. So we have kept Hyderabad. Of course, this is a off-late strategy, second thought strategy, that we keep one plant for very premium products and very premium customers. So Hyderabad is doing its own best in terms of development and delivering the products which are really, really good in quality and to the customers, which are very, very quality conscious. So 5, 6 months down the line, that plant would also be delivering at its best.
Got it. And if you can talk about how's the order visibility from Havells and Crompton in particular, and for their new products also. You talked about monthly orders of 40,000. Are they giving you monthly orders for chimneys, or is it a
We
3,
get
6 months
monthly
rolling?
orders only. We get monthly orders and 1 month of tentative procurement plan. However, I would
Okay.
not be able to give any specific information about any specific customer, sir.
Okay.
That's not.
And they are still using samples for the built-in products, or they are now sourcing it regularly every month from you?
No, we are whatever products we have started supplying regularly now.
And they are out in the market from in their channel already.
Yeah. They have gone to the market straight.
Understood. Got it. Sir, and last question, 4 lakh chimneys we talked about, our capacity already is 6 lakh chimneys, right? Between Panchkula and Hyderabad. So
Sir, how much we
achieving
will
6
achieve
lakh is
in
very
the next
difficult.
year, how much we will achieve in the next year is something which I do not want to spell right now.
Okay.
You have the capacity number. Of course, we'll try to go as near as possible, as closer as possible.
Mhm.
This is a matter of speculation, how much we'll do, whether it is 400,000 or 500,000, 350,000. But I can only tell you, we are on a good run rate. We were expecting this type of numbers from November, December onwards, which we started achieving from July, August onwards. So I think we are ahead of schedule when it comes to our own targets, and we'll reach a sizable quantum of numbers of chimneys delivered in a particular year in next year to come. So 4,000 is
Got
not
it.
something which we are
Understood.
really we are looking forward to. We are looking forward to better numbers. How much we
So
will be able to
physically,
achieve?
from that 6 lakh
Let's see.
capacity to produce, if you have it manned, you can produce 95 to 100% of that capacity, right? In some
100%
industries, it
in
is.
manufacturing is very difficult to achieve because these are not
Understood.
machines operation. In the machine operation where you have to load and then things will come, they have capacities. Okay, per minute इतना निकालेगा, 1 घंटे में इतना निकालेगा. ये मैन
Right.
पावर का इन्वॉल्वमेंट वाला काम है सर. और
Okay.
असेंबलीज भी इन्वॉल्व हैं, ग्लास की प्रोसेसिंग भी इन्वॉल्व है, शीट मेटल भी है, पाउडर कोटिंग भी है. यू सी वी आर one of its kind industry in India and China for these products. No one has got any a capacity closer to our capacity. तो हम लोग अगर ये सब चीजें नहीं कर रहे होते तो ये क्वांटम पर भी पहुंचना मुश्किल हो जाता हमारे लिए. Having said that, I would like to inform you that 90 or 95% or 100% of capacity is not something which we are disclosing right now, but I can only tell you that the numbers are going to be sizable numbers.
Got it. Thank you so much, sir, and all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take the next question from Pawan Kumar. Pawan, you can go ahead.
Hi. Thank you for taking my question. First of all, congratulations for the very good set of numbers. I have one or two small questions. What is the total debt level of the company, both long-term and short-term combined right now?
I think they have already been given in the balance sheet part. I'll have to take this information from my finance team as they are not available on this con call. Nevertheless, if you can send me a mail, we will reply to you on this.
I'll send that, no problem. And the second one is, who are our closest competitors in making chimneys, and what is their market share right now? If you can help in
So there are two
understanding.
types of chimney manufacturers in India. One, brands who have their own manufacturing setup. So there are three major brands who are doing this in India, and there are then there are some assemblers in India. When it comes to Inflame as a company with this type of setup, there is no competitor at all. However, there are people who are importing CKD or SKD from China right now, and they are procuring some parts from India from different suppliers and trying to finish the products and supply. But that business is a limited time business unless these people upgrade their facilities and have these other components and products available and made in India. It is difficult for them. So as of now, technically there are three, four people, but if you really talk in real sense, there aren't much of competitors. I hope
Okay.
you understand the nature of the manufacturing setup for these products in India.
Yeah, I am new to this, but I'm trying to understand. Yes.
And just to answer your first question, we have long-term
Mhm.
borrowings of 19.2 crores and short-term borrowing of 28.5 crores as on 30th September.
Okay. Thank you very much for that. Other my questions are already answered. So wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pawan.
We'll take the next question from Pratham. Pratham, you can go ahead.
Yeah. Hi. So just one thing. So while your comment on the business has been very positive, but when I just see your shareholding pattern, so it doesn't reflect the same. So it is just contradictory. And one of our directors has also been selling the shares. So just wanted to know your opinion on this.
Which director is selling are you talking about promoters
Ash,
or directors?
directors Ashwini Goel, I guess.
So he's free to buy and sell. Who's stopping them to buy and sell? How does it matter? Are promoters selling?
Your promoter, like since March 20, it has also come down from 61% to almost now 40 cash per
So what
shares.
is the reason for that? Please look at the reasons for that, Pratham.
Just want to understand the same from you.
There has been fundraising twice. So your share will definitely come down. Na?
Okay.
But
Okay.
there
Other
has been no selling. There has been no selling by promoters. Whatever shares we had on that day, we have added some to it, but not sold. And
Yeah.
any director of the company who is not part of the promoter group can buy or sell. That is their personal wish. How
So
can I control
other than
someone?
this conversion of warrants, so there has been no selling, right?
Yeah, there is no
Yeah,
selling. In
yeah.
fact, there is
Okay.
the
There has been
number of
increase.
shares in last 3 years have been increased by I think 3-4%,
Okay.
not
Okay.
reduced.
Works. Right. That's it from my side. Others have been answered on peers.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take one follow-up question from Sheikh Ahmed. Sheikh, you can go ahead. We'll take another follow-up question from Bala. Bala, please go ahead.
Hi, until
Hello.
they sort. Yeah,
Yeah,
Bala,
hope
please
I'm
go ahead.
audible. Yeah. So somewhere in the previous investor presentations, I see that we have mentioned the product name as a washing machine. So whether that product still under cards or it's we are not going ahead with that one.
In some of the presentations, we have mentioned washing machine.
Sir, in the past, in our presentations, we used to say that what products we could look at. One of them we used to
Yeah.
mention was washing machine. So he's just trying to understand,
Yeah.
is that still on the radar?
No, it's not there in the radar.
Okay. So one more thing, sir,
Because we have
regarding this
decided to
Hyderabad
stay in
plant.
the kitchen only. We have decided to stay in the kitchen only. We don't want to go to the washing area.
Okay, fine. So on the Hyderabad plant utilization, so it's around 50% of the level of Panchakula plant. So I think you were mentioning that by April or May, maybe it will reach this Panchakula level also. Is it right?
Yeah, in terms of capacity utilization, yes.
Okay, fine. So and regarding this pipeline products which you are mentioning three, so this is also I think related to kitchen only, but the ASPs of the projects, what is the range of the ASP of the project? Could you please share some ballpark number
So
to
please
understand?
wait for our next disclosure on these products. It will take another 1 month for consolidating the information and share with our shareholders through a presentation or disclosure on the exchange. However, it has not been approved by the board as yet. So I am not in a position to give any further information on this, sir.
Okay, sir. Lastly, on these other products, which are other than this chimneys, so dishwasher, we have built-in ovens and wine chillers. So, traction in these products, yeah, I think dishwasher and wine chillers are the higher ASP products as compared to chimneys. So, how's the traction over here, and what is the approximate percentage of these products in terms of revenue contribution?
Of the new products,
Yes, dishwashers, wine chillers, and also built-in ovens.
so as such, the market size for wine coolers, built-in refrigerators, and dishwashers is not very huge as of now. However, collectively, because their ASP is high, collectively they could contribute everything other than chimneys could, in next couple of years, could contribute to about 30-35% of the total revenue. This is our target in next couple of years. So say by 2028, we should have a different revenue mix coming from different segments. And we do not want chimneys to be more than 60-65% into FY 2028.
Okay, that's great, sir. Lastly, on so balance sheet, so I think our working capital cycle is a little bit longer. So, is there any plans to reduce that one? And also in terms of asset turnover, I think we are at 3 to 3.5 asset turns. So, is it the standard number, or maybe we can achieve 4 to 5 asset turn also?
I think working cycle, what you are talking about is high is because the large inventories we keep for the imported goods. And we are supposed to keep large inventories of imported components because we cannot afford to stop the factory even for a day. And any time in China, anything can happen. So we normally keep high inventories for Chinese goods, whereas some of the numbers reflected in our debtors are pertaining to LC payments. Even though the bills are discounted at very reasonable discounting charges, but they show in our books as outstanding or debtors until those bills are realized in actual situation. So, but as far as our working capital is concerned, we are very comfortable. We are not facing any stress whatsoever as of now.
Okay, on asset turns, sir, any ballpark number industry can achieve that?
I think we can improve upon it. We have a scope of doing good numbers as we have discussed that Hyderabad is still at 50% level. So even in the same situation, there is a chance of increasing the total revenue by 25% if we achieve say 50% of more from Hyderabad. Similarly, by investment of this land and building this building which we have initiated already, the numbers could go up, which could add substantially to our revenues. So these asset turnover ratios will increase substantially. Next financial year also, it should have a remarkable improvement.
Thank you, Bala.
Okay, sir. Thanks a lot.
We'll take the follow-up question from Sheikh Ahmed. Sheikh, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, thank you very much, sir, for giving me the one more opportunity. Sir, just one question. Like the quality companies like Hair and other, do we have any plans to board them? And do our facilities meet their qualification requirements?
So we are already supplying to IFB, Crompton, and Havells. And what if hire has come from China? These companies in India have a long credentials, long, performance credentials. So I treat them even bigger and better in terms of performance and qualitative requirements from the Indian perspective. So once we are
Okay.
supplying to them,
No,
what
because
is
usually the big brands or big companies, they are having some special requirements. That means for
so
their
on the same
contractual.
pattern, sir, after some stage, everyone is equally big, sir. The
Okay,
systems, I'm talking about systems, system requirements. After some stage, everyone is equally big, sir. For me, the most difficult customer once upon a time was Hindware because we were entering there and we had to install the systems. It took us 1.5 years to start supplying to Havels. So they had grilled us like anything. So for us, every customer is same, sir, be it higher or be it Hindware or be it Havels, because we have to work upon our own system, sir. We have to work upon our own working culture, and we have to satisfy the customer. End of the day, every customer wants a very reasonable price and very good quality, which doesn't give them a lot of headaches when once it goes to the customer. So that is the very
correct,
simple terminology of quality. It has to come at a
correct,
very reasonable price and a quality that doesn't give you headaches after selling. So we have to
correct.
ensure that. For that, whatever system or whatever qualitative measures they want us to follow, we are capable of following. We have people and we have system in place which is following those guidelines.
Sir, do we have any plans to launch chimneys under our
No, sir.
brand name? Do
No,
we
no,
want to
no,
go
not
that?
at all, sir. Not at all, not at all.
We don't have that
We,
one.
we don't have any such plans, sir.
Okay, sir. That's it from my side. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Shay.
thank you.
I'll invite Risha Mehta to ask her follow-up question. Risha, you want to go ahead?
Where is Risha? I think she has gone.
Okay, so she has put 2, 3 questions in the chat. What is the market size of chimney in terms of volumes in India? If 1.6 million chimneys are imported, then the balance chimneys are sourced from which 3 big players locally in India?
Also, there's nothing imported, sir. So that the validity of the question has changed now. So 1.6 million chimneys were imported earlier, but not anymore. Yes, it is there. Some quantum is there in CKD, SKD form right now also. But I don't consider it as a chimney import anymore. Or we consider it as a component import now.
The second question is which components, raw materials are imported currently?
We are doing some electronics and some other motors. However, exact classification of the components being imported is not appropriate to be disclosed.
Sure. So that is the last question for the day. So would you like to give any closing comments before we end the
Yeah,
call?
I always feel great happy speaking to all the investors because they have been patiently waiting for us to perform. They have given us enough of opportunities, and I want to thank each one of them. They are present or they are not present through this conference, and I want to ensure them that we are in the right place now, and we are there to give very good results in time to come. We are putting all our honest efforts. We are a team of good people. Some of the people from our family who have taken education and training outside India at good companies have also joined us. They are adding value to our own vision, our own efforts, and keep trust in us. Down the line, in a couple of years, we are going to be a very prominent player in this category. Thank you very much.
Sure. Sure. Thank you, sir. And thank you to all the participants for joining us today. And thank you to the management team. This brings us to the end of today's conference call. You may all disconnect now. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.